All right, people. Welcome to this new series, Unpopular Opinion. And today we are going to take a look at the topic meetings in business. And I talk from the perspective of a cybersecurity guy who is participating in one meeting or the other. And let's take a look at what to do about it and how to detect a bullshit meeting and what to do about it. So, first of all, we all have been in a situation like that. So there are a bunch of people, everybody is smiling. One guy is looking at the notebook, he's more like this. So these people, they might be smiling, but they're like this. Okay, there we go, this is more like it. This is more like it. And we all have been in meetings like this, either online or in person as this one. And you just sit there like this guy staring at your screen, and you don't quite comprehend what you're supposed to do there. Or sometimes, like this woman here, she's really surprised what the heck the other participants are even doing there. So, we all have been in a meeting like this. Let's take a look now at certain points. So we have an agenda here, and this might be funny at a later point, but that's good. So look, what we are going to take a look at this video is the anatomy of a meeting. What does a meeting consist of? And then we will go into the single parts of the meeting, and I will show you what the unpopular part behind that is, and also obviously how to do it better, so we are not just complaining, we are giving you a good proposal on what to do better about all of these things. And yeah, let's get started. That's a very short series. So first step here, anatomy of a meeting. So what parts does a meeting have? And let's real quick build, so we build that stuff as we go. So one step is the invitation. Okay, this is the very first step of every meeting. After that, we have during the meeting. Okay, we just try to understand what is this all about, and then we have after the meeting. Those are very simple steps that the meeting actually consists of. So it's not just this part, it's also this part, so the invitation. And then now let's write out some ideas. So what do we expect in that situation? So this is like the talk to the colleague before. Before inviting. Okay, that's one thing. So let me make this a little smaller, so I have here the Google Slides. So talk to the colleague before inviting. Then the invitation, the writing itself. So the details in the invite letter. Then we have yeah, so these two things, I think, yeah, and the participants, obviously. Okay, the participants. Alright, and so these things, they all contribute to the question whether you perceive the meeting as valuable or whether you feel like wasting your time. And then again, we have during the meeting, we have again the participants speak. Okay, what do they speak? After the meeting, what to do's? What to do's? To do elements do the participants take home? Okay, so this is the question. And then actionable items, just action items. Actionable items / results. What are the results after the meeting if you participated there? And then let me think. So what else is during the meeting? The participants speak topics, contribution, overall contribution, and attention. Attention, there I need a little more space. Let's put this here. The other thing you want to have is a presentation, so preparation to the meeting. By the organizer. Okay, so those are the things that we need to a good meeting. And in this video right now, we are just going to take a look at the first step, and that is here, the invitation. So I have here a blurry image, and we all receive meetings like that. And let us write a little bit, what do we see there? So here's the title, and the title that we all know goes like alignment. Okay, it just says alignment, and we need the red color here. It's like this, or maybe, wait a moment, it's like this. Alignment, okay? No topic, no nothing. You don't know aligning about what, and that's just weird. You cannot prepare to that. Then another part of the meeting. So here it says join Microsoft Teams meeting. It's not about Microsoft. It's just an example that you are very well familiar with. But here it's simply empty text area. Okay, so there is no agenda, no nothing. No agenda. We all know these kind of meetings. Then the timing. The timing is interesting too. So you get that meeting one day before it starts. One day before it starts. Or the next day. The next day. This is where your meeting is. So you don't have even a lot of time to prepare. And then the other thing that is annoying and it doesn't work. So you don't know the other people. You don't know them because nobody introduced you. They're just a lot of people. And the other thing is, maybe you are even in the optional field. You might be even optional. Well, let me tell you something. If I'm optional, I'm not showing up. So if optional means nobody needs my participation there. Okay, so this is the overall typical classic invitation letter what you get. And now let's get to the unpopular opinion part. So what to do with that? And I have a very simple solution to that. Let me show you a very, very simple solution. And that goes like this. And then we need some other sign. It doesn't matter. So this one. So you simply reject meetings like that. Okay? So you don't go in that meeting under no circumstances. Solution: reject these meetings. Okay, and when you do that, you will get, this is where the unpopular part of this video is. Okay, that's why it's unpopular. If you reject that meeting, well, you will get some backlash, and then you can show them what I'm about to show you right now. Okay, so how to do that stuff better? Let's brainstorm a little bit how to do these kind of things a little better. So now we copy that slide. I go on the next slide now, and now let's replace this with a green color. And now let's think speaking title. And speaking title means, and now we replace this as well, speaking title. So you don't say alignment, you say alignment on topic. On, and then you have the topic name. Okay, that's what you need. That's how a good title looks like. And then if people know, aha, am I even responsible? Then here, next step. How do you can do this better? Make sure that all invites, is that even a word? Invites are warned and briefed on the other participants. I need to make this smaller now. So make sure that all invitees are warned and briefed on the other participants. You want to know who goes into the meeting. You want to know if this is a friendly meeting. Is this is stress to be expected? Do you need to prepare more or less? Okay. Then avoid optional attendees. So there it is. At all costs. You never need optional participants in a meeting. Either you need someone or you don't need someone, but there is no like, oh, maybe he shows up. Well, then don't invite. Okay? Avoid that kind of stuff. Never do that. And if you are optional, you got the solution. You got the solution. Don't go there. That's as easy as that. Then here, the next day meeting. Make sure that between the meeting and the invitation, it depends on if it's an internal meeting or not, but make sure it's good to have at least 1 week between the invite and the meeting takes place. If nothing is possible, at least 2 days in advance. Okay, in 2 days that's a complete 48 hours. Okay, so right now it is 3 p.m. On a Tuesday, so the earliest meeting invite I could send out right now is 3 p.m. on a Thursday. That's exactly 48 hours. That's what you need. Okay, at least 2 days in advance. Then, empty text area, no agenda. You can do better than that. Explain in detail what you're trying to achieve. What is the agenda of this meeting? Okay, and then we write it out. We just write some topics. So a typical agenda might go like this. Let me do this smaller. So the first step is typical. You write agenda, double point, and then you have not a bullet point list. No, you use a numbered list. Okay, because this makes it easier to reference. Agenda. You make introduction, and then you write in comma who is doing that. So that's Susan who is doing the introduction. Introduction to the topic. Okay. Then you have a technical discussion, technical aspect of topic, and then you say, okay, who is doing that? Well, there's John in the meeting. He's taking care of that. And then you have some organizational aspects. Okay, so that's again, Susan is carrying that out. And then you have like next steps. And you write all participants. And then you have something like in between, it's like open questions. Question round. Again, all. So, you know what the relevant key here is? All participants should show up with an action item. Make sure to address all participants with the speaking time. Make sure that each invitee has a speaking slot in the agenda and is explicitly named. Okay, so if Susan is in the meeting, John is in the meeting, and Peter. Okay, Peter is in the meeting too. If it's a meeting of 3 people, that's fine. If there is another person, if there is a Sarah in the meeting as well, and she's not on that list of speaking something, maybe she has no place in that meeting whatsoever. Okay, so if you have a Sarah in this meeting, then ask yourself what would be her role. Well, maybe she's the boss, so stating or overall goals. So that's Sarah now. She's stating the overall goals on that. Okay, that's how it goes. So there's a meeting of 4 people. They all 4 have a speaking role, and that's the way to do it. And after that, that's how you should do it, and how we should introduce here. I don't have the sign, but yeah, this is let me see. Insert image, and then you have here web, and then thumbs up. Thumbs up. We have something like that. Yes, perfect. There we go. Okay. So this is a meeting where you can happily participate. And any other one, as you can see here, if you have a meeting that does not fulfill the elements we talked about, reject the meeting right the moment you receive it. And then the person comes to you. That also happens. Yeah, we will go through this. I mean, we have a little time, right? So we will go through this, and then obviously the person comes to you and says, what the heck, I invited you on a meeting, you had time, and you rejected. Yeah, that's right. So now we need to insert another image, stock, question face. Yeah, there we go. It's something like this. Okay, so this guy is then like, why did you reject the meeting? I spent so much time preparing this piece of valuable stuff. Okay. And then what you do is, whenever this happens, you explain to the person how a proper meeting invitation goes like. In the end, everybody will have a better meeting time. Yeah, this is it for that video, you guys. So 17 minutes longer than I thought. And yeah, in the next video on this topic, we will cover the other aspects of the anatomy, and this is during the meeting and after the meeting. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Bye.